spreading his overlords out there at all, but one Ling is not very expensive for the information that it can potentially get you. Would like to see him send that out and try and discover more about what his opponent's doing, because right now he's in the dark, besides that his opponent's on the other side of the map.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point. It looks like Bentheck is using Zerglings now. He doesn't know about the top left base, but he did send quite a lot of Zerglings there, which is an interesting choice, having such an overcommitment to a lot of Zerglings going up that direction, especially without knowing about it.
Well, now he's trying to hide them, and now he realizes that creep is there, and if he target fires this hatchery, right after this queen, he may be able to kill it off. Oh, it's engendering a response of an attack from VMSerpent. No, he's undecisive.
No, a little bit
of
indecision, actually.
Now he's moving forward. It looks
now,
like
I think if he does go for an attack, he could do pretty good damage. He's just got to be careful. Bentheck does have all of those Hydralisks, which he wants to obviously get a good surround on.
The high
Here we go.
Nicely
a lot
done.
of roaches and banelings.
Oh, those banelings get in, though. Oh, we're going to come back up here. The hatchery does die now. Back into the engagement. The banelings actually being a little bit of target fired, or else just not being quite effective enough to kill the roaches. And wow, Bentheck doing a great job holding that on his own ramp. Now he's coming out. Oh, these infestors, though, if they get a few good fungals, they do indeed. VMSerpent now swinging the tide in his favor with his own reinforcements. Hydra's just melting in the face of the roaches. Bentheck still with the higher supply, though. Where is that army at? I'm not sure.
It's all coming out right now, as you can see, that there's a lot in the production. However, VMSerpent does have the larger right now army that's hitting towards that natural, but the Spine Colors and the Hydralisks are going to be doing quite a bit of damage. The Hydralisks obviously do a lot more when those Spine Colors are obviously tanking some damage. VMSerpent is keeping up that roach supply production. Looks like he's trying to hit this natural and do a lot of damage, but he is losing a lot very fast. And Bentheck
now the drones are pulled here. Oh, the roaches up at the third base are going to finally get cleaned up by that spine crawler, and the drones actually are the pivotal unit in that fight for Bentheck. And now some Zerglings trying to catch the roaches as they leave. No survivors, says Ben. And looks like he's more or less going to get that wish. Maybe, yep, 3 roaches are in fact going to survive. 1 Ling going a little bit Rambo on him.
Yeah, that Ling is just a baller Ling right now. Oh, VMSerpent with his rally points. He's got to be very careful. He cannot afford to bring those roaches all the way across. Lose them.
I know
that hero Rambo Ling does eventually go down. VMSerpent at this point, he can't afford really to remake a base. He basically has to make as many roaches as he can and just push right through. Our orange Zerg player, he is making some Zerglings, though. He does have a very large army of Hydralisks here, which can do quite a bit of damage.
Another missed rally, and I feel like VMSerpent is kind of at that bit-by-bit all-in part. I know he's Zerg, but really, if he pulls everything sooner rather than later, he might have a shot. Never mind, he's going to go ahead and throw down that third base, and I can't agree with you more that he doesn't have time for that.
He can't do that right now. Bentheck, as long as Bentheck can just make a bit of an army right now, push back. VMSerpent can't get that base up in time. He will not be able to mine, especially in the middle of the map. Once Bentheck sees it, it's going to have a 0% chance of survival. Unless, of course, VMSerpent with that infestor gets some seriously great money fungals, and his army can just push right through. We have to take a look at this, though. VMSerpent does have those 2-1 upgrades. Bentheck, he has 2-2. So actually, VMSerpent's just finishing up his next +2. So it's going to be tied.
Indeed it is. Bentheck setting up the 4th base. I like that decision. He's being very patient. I'm not sure if he realizes just how far ahead he was. He probably assumes that this base up at the top was reset up. He could have left 1 Ling there. That's a little bit of, oh god, I got to get all my Lings down here to help me survive moment. It's important to still have that knowledge. 1 Ling being left up here patrolling back and forth between the 3rd and the 4th would allow Bentheck to have a much better idea of, hey, I'm really in control of this game. And as he waits longer and longer, VMSerpent comes up with a pretty decent army, and considering it's mostly Roach, it's gonna take...
Unfortunately, a lot of those roaches are focusing down those Zerglings, so the Hydralisks in the back are chewing right through some of those roaches, as well as the roaches in the front tanking the damage of Bentheck, getting a huge, great concave, and it looks like VMSerpent will not get close to winning that engagement.
Yep,
there's the GG.
Those Zerglings coming in to finish everything off. The GG comes out, and there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's game number 1 of the semifinals of Good as Gold number 50. That was a ZVZ where we had Bentheck going up against VMSerpent. Tune into the next VOD or stick around if you're live to see game number 2 and see if we have to go into that rubber match, that game number 3.